everybody, welcome back. David Eon and the stunning Miss Lady Pop Hunter. Cheerful as always. Here with another weekly roundup, taking a look at what's coming to the adult collectors market here soon. And again, next thing we'll be going to is the toy show in Gwinnett, also hosted by Retroville. And that's on, what, the 21st of next month?
What does it say on the card?
It says May 21st in Duluth. So if you happen to be in Duluth, drop on by. We might do a table there. We'll see. But we'll go ahead and get started. And we're going to start off with something called, or something from Degenerator Industry. Degenerator Industry is making this figure. It's in the 1/12 scale. And it's Rakashara, or Rakashasha Street Zoo Chew.
It looks like Iron Man.
Yeah, it looks like it's from some kind of anime. I'm not sure quite who this is. And they say 12th scale, but they don't give you a measurement, so I'm not sure how tall it actually is. But the price will... And also, this is plastic. This is not die cast.
Oh, wow.
The price is $365. It is the most expensive 1/12 scale figure I've seen.
That's expensive, especially since it's not die cast.
Yeah. And so I was kind of thrown by this. It looks really interesting.
It looked like a deconstructed Iron Man.
Yeah, it looks kind of like if Iron Man was a medieval knight. Kind of.
Who did those samurai?
Oh, Tamashii Nations? Yeah.
Had a samurai line.
Something like that.
Kind of want to look like it could fit in there as Iron Man. But then that head with the thing on it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just like, that price threw me for a loop. It's like, wow. From Denu Novo, Cosplay 1989, Michael Keaton Batman cowl.
1-1?
1-to-1 scale. You can wear this. You can wear this cowl for $1,000.
Why?
$1,000 for a...
What is that, leather?
No, it is going to be vinyl.
I don't understand why
Soft
that's
vinyl. Because DC, I don't know. $1,000 from Denu Novo. I know, the price is up there. How about Funko? There's some inexpensive product. Funko. I think that's what keeps them going, is that they're really not that expensive, if we're being honest. Walmart exclusive, and that obviously is Drax, to go with their little, like, seating arrangement, 3rd of 6 connecting pieces. It's been a while since they put one of these out, because I forgot they even did this. But yeah, you put them together. That's number 3. Walmart only. And The Godfather, 50th anniversary.
It's been 50 years
since the original film. Yeah.
Oh, I never seen The Godfather.
50th. It was alright. It was a good film. The one in the lower left looks like Will Ferrell. Step Brothers, anyone? They could totally reuse that mold for Will Ferrell. Give him a bicycle for that one scene. And icons. It's popcorn and soda.
For the movie theater.
Let's all go to the movies. Popcorn and soda.
Look at it with the flip-flops.
Yeah, flip-flops. I wouldn't wear flip-flops in a movie theater. Hershey bar. And he's holding a Hershey bar. He's a cannibal. Mike and Ike. Those are terrible.
I never had that.
I never really cared for... Well, they're better than... what is it? Choo Choo Charlie. Good and Plenty.
No, I never had that either.
The Good and Plenties. So let's just coated licorice, though.
No.
The Good and Plenties. Mike and Ike a little better than that, I think. These are really lazy. Twizzlers. Yeah. And the final third and fourth of the Hall of Iron Man for their 4-piece set, Hall of Iron Man.
Can you connect those?
I suppose you could stack them. I don't think they actually connect, though. And a metallic version of the Mandalorian. Not a die-cast one, because they did the die-cast Boba Fett last week, but this is a metallic box warehouse exclusive, including, I guess it glows in the dark. So it's metallic and it glows in the dark, or rather the saber glows in the dark, not the rest of it.
Are you sure that's not two different pops?
No, it's the same one.
Because you know how they do that.
I know.
Okay.
Moon Knight. Another Moon Knight. I don't know who the woman is. And I haven't seen the show, so I can't say too much about it. There is an exclusive that goes with this, and that is the box lunch glow-in-the-dark version. And then some sodas. Morticia Adams, regular and glow. And what's it do? Does that glow, or is that just, I guess it's a slight color variant, and she's clipped the head off the rose.
Yeah, that's what's the difference.
Yeah. Goodness. Black Adam. Not the Dwayne Johnson version, but the classic version. Jawa, regular and chase, with and without the rifle. Robin. Frodo Baggins, with and without a hood. Okay. And Squiddly Diddly, with and without a saxophone. I barely remember Squiddly Diddly. Oh, the Hanna-Barbera character.
Oh, okay.
And Invisible Frodo Baggins, which is a Funko exclusive. And that's going to do it for Funko. And we can do something from Hasbro here. Hasbro Legends, and I guess they're not getting close to being finished with this because they have a Build-A-Figure Infinity Ultron, but they've only got 4 figures that they've shown with an Infinity Ultron piece. It's not enough to build Infinity Ultron, so they must have more on the way. There's your Hawkeye, and this is the television show version of Hawkeye.
I never heard anything about that show, if it's good or bad. People comment on the other shows, but I've never heard anybody say anything about that one.
There's the Kate Bishop from that show. I don't know who that is. And these are the, again, suggested retail price now, $26. So it's creeping up there. Moon Knight. Because why not? Because we got to get on that bandwagon quick. This Moon Knight has another piece of Ultron, and that's him in the suit. It's an interesting looking suit anyway. And that's pretty much that for Hasbro. And then there's always Hot Toys.
Yay, Hot Toys.
Yeah, Hot Toys. And again, Hot Toys prices have really gotten up there. But we're going to take a look at this one, and that is the Bespin Luke Skywalker. Bespin Luke Skywalker. And he is 300. These are 300 now. I'm surprised they didn't do him with the stump. Because in the Bespin outfit, he loses a hand.
It must be before he lost his hand.
Yeah, I guess so. This is him on... no, that was Dagobah first. So Bespin is where Cloud City is, right, folks? So yeah, this is where he lost his hand. Or he's supposed to lose his hand. I guess you could always just take his hand off. But anyways, if 300 isn't enough for you, they have a deluxe version.
Okay.
this one has the Dagobah platform with the helmet with his reflection in it, because he has like a vision while he's on Dagobah, and he cuts off Vader's head, and when the head hits the ground and the mask pops open, his face is in there. It's a nightmare that he had. Like I said, it was kind of a vision. This is $360. You're going to pay an extra $60 for the additional base. And still no stumpy hand. And that's it for Hot Toys.
Okay.
And we can jump. Hey, Plunderlings again. One more from Lone Coconut.
Wow, they're pushing that out.
They have been trickling down a lot. I think it's kind of a mistake on their part to release so many around the same time, especially on pre-orders. I'd like to see them back up a little bit to give people a chance. But here's another Plunderlong from Plunderlings, and that is the Cursed KO. Cursed KO, 1/12 scale, which is roughly around 5 inches, $45. And it's my understanding that he has magnetic parts. This one's got magnets. And I think that's the only thing from Plunderlings this week.
But that's not bad if it's just one thing.
Just one, but it's been like a few weeks in a row, and they've been cranking them out. But one isn't bad, but yeah. And McFarlane. You knew McFarlane would be creeping back. And more Batman stuff, and this time from the Deceased line. And no accessories are being shown, and no packaging is being shown yet, but you get the basic idea. That is obviously Deceased Batgirl, to be followed by Deceased Deathstroke. And by the way, these are in the $30 suggested retail range now from McFarlane. So Deathstroke, Nightwing. He's got a chunk out of his head there. And then Red Hood. The Red Hood. Empty holsters. Thanks, DC. Just saying. You already know the story about that by now.
Yeah, you can't put their guns with them.
Yeah. I think the only exception is if it's something like Hot Toys. And we'll get out of McFarlane. And another one from, what is that? Midikos. And that, of course, is the Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, who does 1/12 scale figures also. And I show these because they're really, I think, interesting. And, of course, I'll give them credit again for calling them action statues instead of action figures, because obviously you can't really play with these. You can pose them, but you can't play with them.
I'm pretty sure somebody out there playing with them.
You think so? Play with them and break it up and cry about it, because they're expensive. And that is Jean-Pierre Polnareff. Is that right? Polnareff? I don't know the show, but Jean-Pierre Polnareff is in a wheelchair. And he is $95. And one more from Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, and that is called Silver Chariot. Some type of an android, perhaps? Robot? He has a turtle. He comes with a laptop and a turtle. But that's interesting. Action statue. 87 for the Silver Chariot in 1/12 scale. And Mezco, another drop this week.
Your favorite company.
Yeah, not anymore. But don't get me going. Another Krig in another color. And this one is the Murder Hornet Krig. Murder Hornet. And of course, the Krigs are part of their own proprietary thing, part of their Rumble Society thing that they do on their own. And it's basically just a recasting and recoloring of parts that have been used with other figures. For example, that harness that he's wearing comes from the Liefeld version of Cable.
Okay.
From that figure. This is $95. Obviously, it's a little cheaper than the regular figures because they don't have to pay a franchising fee. But $95 for the Murder Hornet Krig. Limit of 2. I think it's waitlist only now because it sold pretty quick.
Really?
You know, the Mezco, well, the people who are big on Mezco, they tend to buy out those short run IPs pretty quick. Comes with a bunch of accessories, and again, these are parts you've probably seen before on other figures. Some additional accessories, the wings and the poncho, which I had the original black Krig, and that poncho does not work well. Just throwing that out there. It's very difficult to get it to do right. And of course, there you can see him with his light up features, the same light up features that the Cable figure had, and then his head. You can see his head with the light that comes through his eye, which is actually the same mechanism that Cable had as well, because his eye lights up like that. Oh, 95. And back to Rocket Toys again. I showed Rocket Toys a couple of times in the last few weeks because they've been doing 1/6 scale Naruto figures. Ushina Madara, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't watch the show, so I don't know too much about these characters, to be honest. Also 1/6 scale. This is $380. $380. Big jump for this figure. Is he larger in 6 scale? Maybe somebody can give me an idea. Is this person like gigantic on the show? Maybe is he going to be at 6 scale, like 14 inches tall? I'm just asking. And we'll jump into Super 7 land, and they have done a supersized version of Ben Ali Gator from Fantasia, because they did these in Ultimates, and they've made a giant version of this figure, 16 inches. 16 inches of Ben Ali Gator for $295. So $300, $295.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think so. I would have liked to have gotten their jumbo Peanuts.
Snoopy?
Yeah, the Snoopy, and they did Charlie Brown and stuff. I would have liked those, but it's just kind of expensive. And speaking of Ultimates, more Silverhawks. And that's Molecular from Silverhawks. And again, these are all going to be $55 a piece. Commander Stargazer, if I remember correctly. Commander Stargazer. Who, he was the guy who guarded the base. He was always at the base, gave instructions. Hot Wing.
Hot Wings.
Hot Wing. And then Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo is the 4 from their next Ultimates Silverhawks release. And here's something to hit that nostalgic button, perhaps. This is from Surreal Entertainment, and we've shown a couple of their boxes before. This is the PX Previews video game version, Turtles, lunchbox, and thermos. And that's the mistake that Funko and NECA made in the past. They put the lunchboxes out, no thermos, and that just doesn't feel right.
In Funko, they made the small lunchboxes. These, I think, are the regular
full-sized,
size.
yeah.
So, and if Funko if they want to keep going, that's something they could do. Make full-size lunchboxes with thermoses.
With a thermos.
And maybe it'll draw some interest. Use their characters. They got all of these licenses.
Yeah, they got a ton of licenses.
Yeah, they could really do a lot of stuff.
And these are in the $25 range. And they had one more, and this, of course, is from the animated series. Animated
that one is
Turtle.
nice.
Yeah, same price point, about $25. You can get them, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, whoever, they got those.
Yeah.
And Threezero, another Ara era G.I. Joe, because they're doing this now. Last time it was Roadblock, and I think that was version 2 Roadblock. Now here is Firefly. Firefly, 1/6 scale, 170. And again, I'll remind you, it's a good point that they can do it that cheap, because if Hot Toys was doing this, it would be $270.
Yeah.
And $300 if you gave you an extra head. But
and Threezero is not that bad. I have their Transformers, and it's, for Transformers is hard to move because it's so bulky.
Yeah.
So, but they don't make they make decent stuff, so it might be pretty good.
Yeah, and I've got the Threezero Full Metal Alchemist 2-pack.
Oh yeah, and you like that?
Yeah, they're actually pretty decent figures, and they were inexpensive by comparison. But Threezero trying to break into the market is proving that you can make these cheaper. I think one missed opportunity with him, though, is he doesn't have his field phone. And that's a big thing. If you're an Raw collector, you know what I'm talking about. Anyone who ever opened one of those up, 90% of you lost that field phone. And it's a big deal. That field phone probably costs more than it just looks like one of the old school cell phones, like a 90s cell phone, a big block. Probably costs more than the damn figure to get an original version of the phone, not a reproduction. So it'd have been nice to have seen a proper phone that resembles that with him, just for the nostalgia of how that worked out with the Raw.
How did Mego do with their G.I. Joes? I never seen anything. They talked about it, didn't they?
Yeah, they had that Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes 2-pack, and I believe it's already come out. But I don't have one, so I can't tell you. I can't tell you. We showed it like a long time ago.
I know, but I just never seen it in stores, so and this just reminded me of it.
Yeah, and they're working with Hasbro, I believe, to see if they can do also a Raw line. So there's another one for you. If you want to do 8-inch Mego style Raw action figures, you may get the opportunity, because they're negotiating with Hasbro to do Mego Raw and Star Wars. Classic looking Star Wars figures, which is what we could have had, but you all know that story from back in the 70s. Marty denies it to this day. But anyways, anything this week? Anything catch your eye?
No.
That's too bad. Not really. It's okay. Save those pennies.
I know.
They can be better spent sometimes. Especially going to the shows looking for older stuff. Of all the stuff that I saw, I do like the Threezero 6-scale Raw, but again, not wanting to get dragged around. I already gave up on the classifieds.
Yeah, but that was in the store. This is you buy it online.
Yeah, I know.
You get in line with the pre-order, so it's different.
I wonder how if these are in better products, how it'll affect the value of the original Sideshow G.I. Joe or Raw figures. If that'll bring the price down, because that's one thing. It's a slippery slope with 6-scale figures, because if the next new thing comes along and it looks better than what was already out, people will dump them. Even the hardcore collectors, they will dump them and buy the next one, and it pushes the values down. So it remains to be seen. But anyways, I'll throw it out there. Hey guys, did you see anything that you liked? Tell us about it in the comment section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Easiest way to show your appreciation. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff. We sure do appreciate it when you do. And again, advanced warning. So as we tell people way in advance now, because it comes up. In Duluth, Georgia, on May 21st, the Gwinnett Toy Show.
You had to put it in the camera.
Coming up. I'm just trying to watch out for that reflection. But that will be coming up. And we may set up a table there like we did at the Toy Swap, which we had a good time there. We'll be going to the next Toy Swap too, which I believe is going to be June 4th. It might be June 4th, but we will let you know. So if that's it, then what more can I say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.